Today we are going to talk about everything from the Princess app, the news on what the itinerary is for the brand new Star Princess Inaugural. I'm going to let you know if Gordon and I decided to keep our cruise to Asia or if we are going to go on that Inaugural on the Star Princess. We're also going to talk about the Love Boat Cruise. I told you what we had heard yesterday as far as people being worried about that cruise not going, and lots more. We've got a travel advisory in from Carnival, so lots to talk about. So let's go ahead and get started. Hi there, this is Allison with Let's Go Travel Tips, and today is Wednesday. It is May 1st of 2024, so happy May, everyone. I'm hoping that springtime is going to come, and it's going to warm up here a little bit where we live, but it is really nice to be in the springtime of the year. Now, a couple of things that I want to start at the top here with you is the other evening, if you're looking at a VPN, Gordon's going to do another video about it, but I thought if you're going to be sailing soon, and you want a VPN that works on a Princess ship, a Let's Go family member let me know that he was on the Sapphire Princess in February on a South America itinerary, and he had Express VPN, which is XPRESS, and it worked like a charm. So that is one that works just fine on Princess ships, and so there you go. If you need a VPN, that's one to consider. Also, we have been talking about those dining reservations and how a lot of people say, I can't make my dining reservations yet for the Sun Princess. And so a Let's Go family member said that they are going on the October 26th sailing of the Sun, and they said that they have been able to make their dining reservations, including some specialty dining. So I thought that that would help everyone know that these are open, and so try to make your dining reservations. Let me know if you have success with that and how it goes. The other thing that I want to let you know about the app, and this one here is not quite as good of news, but we've been talking about a lot the glitch that they've got, that if you've got a back-to-back or a back-to-back-to-back, that you can see the first cruise, but you can't see everything in the app on the cruises following the first one to make your dining reservations, all of that kind of stuff. A few people have reported that they have been able to get them linked, especially if they're on board is where I'm hearing success with this, but not always. And so in order to do the planning, it's really tricky. How do you do that? How do you plan dining reservations on cruises you can't access? And so our Let's Go family member who is on board the Regal right now, and then they've got two immediately following that sailings on the Sun Princess. So being on the Regal, they cannot see anything to do with the next two cruises that they've got. They've been to guest services and talked with them about it, and they've just said, well, you're going to have to talk to them once you get on board the Sun Princess and see if you've got your dining reservations and that, get everything straightened out then. So in the process of talking to them, he said that they are not going to fix that glitch until they do the next major update on the app, and there is not a date set for that yet. So we might be having this problem for the foreseeable future. So, yeah, I'm sorry to say that. I'm hoping that they move that up and get it fixed soon. Alrighty, some really exciting news around here. Yesterday I let you know that there was some uncertainty out there about whether or not the Love Boat Cruise was going to sail. Well, that Love Boat Cruise is going to sail. I have someone at Princess told me and verified for me very kindly that that Love Boat Cruise is going to sail. It's one of the reasons I wore my Bon Voyage sweater today. And so the Love Boat Cruise, even though when you pull up that cruise August 31st, 2024 on the Enchanted Princess round trip out of New York, you can pull it up and it doesn't say Love Boat on there. It is still the Love Boat Cruise. Those cast members from the original Love Boat TV show are going to come. There'll be 4 of them. It's going to be a lot of fun and lots of activities that they've already got planned, and I'm looking forward to hearing so much more. If you're not familiar with, first of all, the itinerary, I thought I would let you know that because we've got a group that's going to go, so join us if you would like to. We're going to have a lot of fun with the activities that are on board, but a lot of fun together as well, whoever wants to join in. So like I said, it sails round trip out of New York. The port schedule there in New York right now shows that they will be using the Brooklyn terminal. And so we leave New York, and on Saturday, August 31st, Sunday, we are going to be in Newport, Rhode Island, which is a beautiful, beautiful place to visit. I've been there on a ship, and I have been there a few times just in a car, and I would go there any day, any day. It's a wonderful place to visit. And then Monday, Saturday on September 2nd, we'll be in Boston, Massachusetts. And let me tell you the times really quick. We leave New York at 4, which is a beautiful time to sail past the Statue of Liberty there. And then Newport, Rhode Island will be from 7 in the morning until 5 p.m. Then Boston will be from 11 a.m. until 8 p.m. Tuesday, September 3rd, we'll be in Rockland, Maine from 7 in the morning until 3 p.m. And then Wednesday, September 4th, we will be in St. John for the Bay of Fundy, Canada. That'll be from 3:45 a.m. until 3:30 p.m. And then Halifax, Canada will be on Thursday, September 5th from 9 a.m. until 6 p.m. And then we'll have a sea day, only one sea day on this cruise. It's just going to be packed with so many fun ports and so much to do on board. And then we'll get back to New York on Saturday, September 7th at 7 in the morning. Alrighty, so if you want to come, you should come. It's going to be the cruise of this year. I'm just putting that out there. I noticed in the comments yesterday, someone asked, they didn't know what the relationship is between Love Boat and Princess in the 1970s, and then I think it even went into the early 80s. There was a Love Boat TV show, and they sailed on Princess ships. That's how it got started. And it was actually during that time frame that Princess coined the phrase, the Mexican Riviera. That is something Princess made up. That was not a thing before then. And so they've just had a really special relationship ever since then. And I think it's going to be really interesting to see how many more years they keep that going. I think it's going to be a long time. If you ask my children about Love Boat, they only know about it from what Gordon and I have told them. And so it'll be interesting to see at what point that is lost a little bit. But the way that Princess ties in with the Love Boat, I think that they've had a lot of success with that, and they're going to be able to continue it, and people will just keep up with it. The next update I've got for you is about the Alaska season, and I'm going to have a lot more for you about the Alaska season over the next couple of days here. But I want to make sure that you know, if you are already booked on a Princess cruise for this Alaska season, that they have just announced a program that they are going to be doing called Voyage to the Stars. And it's this immersive planetarium experience that is going to give everyone the chance to see the northern lights in that planetarium experience. Now, I'm wondering if it's a little bit like what they did when we were just on the Discovery Princess for the Eclipse cruise. They had a planetarium experience, and it was up on the stage of the Princess Theater there, and it could only handle 15 guests at a time, but you would go there and it was associated with the eclipse. I'm sorry to say, I didn't make it to it that day. They ran it on the day of the eclipse, and we were just busy the whole day. We didn't have any downtime. We had a wonderful time, but we didn't manage to do that. And so this is really cool, though. I think that it'll give you a lot of opportunity to see what the Northern Lakes look like. I'm really excited to hear from those of you who get to do it, and we're going to do it. I'm going to make sure that we do it on our Discovery Princess sailing for our group cruise to Alaska this year. But I wanted to put that out there, so don't miss it. Put it on your list of things to do. It says that this year's Princess guests will step inside a planetarium in the Princess Theater for a front row seat of the Northern Lights presentation. And so, yeah, and I want you to know Alaska is a really big deal to the cruise lines, so they really pull out all the stops. They do anything to try to entice people to go to Alaska. I don't need to be enticed. I want to go anyway. But they really do a really good job, and I think that that is part of why so many people take their first cruise to Alaska, because it's such an epic destination, and the cruise lines make it a really special experience. And then after that, they come back and they want to sail again. A lot of, I've heard cruise line, different cruise marketing people for different cruise lines say, if we make Alaska, we make our year. If we don't make Alaska, we don't make our year. So it's a really big deal for the cruise lines to be able to do well in Alaska, and I'm excited that they're doing such a good job. So we're going to talk about that some more. Now, Carnival has got a travel advisory that I think is a really good one for everyone who is perhaps going to be sailing and stopping in Ensenada, Mexico. So here is what Carnival has released. They say, you may encounter restaurants/attractions not associated with the ship's shore excursion program in the port of Ensenada that allow you to touch or otherwise interact with tiger cubs. For public health, safety, and environmental reasons, Carnival recommends that you do not partake in such attractions, including, but not limited to, tiger cubs. And so putting that out there so that everybody knows. I know that sometimes people get in port and they just assume that everything that would be offered there would maybe be okay, and it's not always. So it's really nice of Carnival to put out that reminder. Now, the other day I talked to you about the Sapphire Princess. I talked to you yesterday about the clickbait that the news agencies do when they're talking about cruise ships so very often. But we've got an update on the norovirus on the Sapphire Princess. Sounds like they have been doing a little bit better until they got to their last port stop, and cases are going up again a little bit, just slightly, they say. And they were a little bit surprised at how many people complain about being asked to wash their hands. And so everybody, just wash your hands. It's just washing your hands. And the reason I say that is it might be the thing that keeps you healthy. I just wanted to bring everyone up to date with how everything's going there on that Sapphire Princess. If you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, will you please subscribe? We need to have you with us so that we can all have more influence together and so that we'll have more fun together. And if you appreciate my updates, would you please give this video a thumbs up as well? We're trying to get to 25,000 subscribers, and I'd really like to do it really soon. So thank you so very much. Alrighty, here's the exciting thing, the news we've been waiting for. Now, you might remember that inaugural on the Star Princess was set for August 4th. We had a group. We were really excited about it. Well, we still have a group, but we have all been moved over. Anyone that hasn't canceled their cruise has been moved over to that October 4th sailing. And instead of going out of Rome, it is going to be a round trip out of Barcelona. But they have let us know what that itinerary is. And indeed, Gordon and I really wrestled with this, trying to decide what to do. We had an Asia cruise that was going to overlap with this, and we've decided that we don't want to miss the Star Princess inaugural, but we can go to Asia another time. So that's what we're going to do. Let me put that out there. If you've not been following me along, I have talked a lot about the pros and cons of booking an inaugural cruise, so go into it with your eyes wide open, which is exactly what we're doing. Now, let me tell you what the itinerary is really quick in case you're thinking about it, but also to let you know, I think they have done a really good job. They have clearly had to change the dates and move things around, and I really like the itinerary. I do prefer to go out of Rome if I'm choosing, but Barcelona is beautiful. They have a beautiful airport. It's a very easy city to get around. It's really easy to get to the airport, to and from the airport. So many things to see there. So it's not a bad place at all. And so, like I said, it's round trip out of Barcelona, and that'll be October 4th. On the 5th, we're going to stop in Marseille for Provence, France. And our daughter and I have been there before. Lots of different things to do there. A lot of different, I'm sure there will be a lot of different kind of excursions to see there. It's absolutely beautiful. And we're there from 8 in the morning until 6 in the evening. So it gives a nice long day to do a lot of different things. Then Monday the 6th is a day at sea. And then all day long on Tuesday, October 7th, we're in Rome from 7 in the morning until 8 p.m., which I just love because it gives us time to get into the city and back. So as it gets closer, I'll figure out what we're going to do and let you know. Then on Wednesday, October 8th, we are in Naples, and that's for Capri and Pompeii. You can go to Sorrento, you can go to Amalfi, you can see Herculaneum and Pompeii, all of the things there. Oh, I said Pompeii, sorry. But that's from 7 in the morning until 7 p.m. It's amazing there. And then on October 9th, which is Thursday, we go to Sicily. And here's the cool thing about going to Sicily. So often, most often, ships call in Messina. So we've done that lots of times, but I have not been to Palermo since 2006. So I'm really excited. That's where the ship is going to call. There are so many things to see in Palermo. Palermo is like Messina, but different. It is, it has a little bit of a different feeling. It has so much history there, so much spectacular architecture. There's the Cathedral of Montreal that is not that far from there. I'm going to make sure we go see that again. I don't think Gordon's been to Palermo, so I'm really excited about that. Then we've got a sea day. Then the next day is in Mallorca, Spain, and then another sea day, and then Gibraltar, another sea day, and then on Wednesday, October 15th, we are back to Barcelona again. So I am so excited about this, and I just wanted to let you know we're going to go. I'm excited about it. I'm planning for the best. I know that things didn't go off without a hitch on the Sun Princess, but I'm hoping they do with this Star Princess. And I just choose to look forward to it, and I think it's going to be great. So let me know what questions you've got, and I'm happy to answer them. And I really look forward to hearing from many of you who are thinking about going on the Star Princess, on the Inaugural, or on a different sailing. Let me know what you're thinking, and let me know about the Sun Princess. How many of you are booked on the Sun Princess? When are you going? A few of you have mentioned it, but I would love to hear from you all a little bit more. And anything else I've talked about today. Are you going on that Love Boat cruise? If you're not going, I want to know how come you're not going. So I really appreciate you all being here with me today. I'll see you here again tomorrow, and I'll be talking to you all again really soon. You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you. Bye-bye.